Good morning everyone. In the previous class we have discussed about the components of the respiratory system. So today we will be discussing the topic mechanism of breathing. So for that let's start with the definition of breathing. So breathing is what? Breathing is simply means the intake of fresh air. Fresh air means oxygen rich air and expelling of carbon dioxide rich foul air with the help of ribs and diaphragm. Ribs, you already know what is diaphragm. As you know, this is our body cavity. Okay, and our body cavity is divided into two equal half with the help of a muscular partition, and this muscular partition is called the diaphragm, and above the diaphragm this portion is called the thorax, and below or thoracic cavity, simply the thoracic cavity, and below the diaphragm is called the abdomen. Okay, so breathing process occur by using ribs and diaphragm. Okay, now comes to the steps of breathing. So breathing generally occurs in two steps. One is the inhalation and one is the exhalation. So let's start with the first step, which is inhalation. So inhalation is what? Inhalation means the intake of fresh air into the lungs. So this is an active process. Now what happens in this process, as you may see in this diagram, what happens during the inhalation, the ribs move upward, diaphragm gets lower, and due to which, as the ribs they are moving upward and diaphragm is lowering down, so the thoracic cavity, size of thoracic cavity increases, lungs they expand and reduce the pressure than the atmospheric pressure. So to equalize the pressure, the fresh air enter into the lungs. Now how the fresh air enter into the lungs? Fresh air enter into the lungs by respiratory tract. So this process is known as inhalation. And what is the other name of inhalation? Inspiration. So inhalation or inspiration, both are same. Okay, as we are saying that fresh air enter into the lungs, so how the gaseous exchange occur? Gaseous exchange occur at the site of alveoli, which we have discussed in the respiratory system. One component we have studied, alveoli. So alveoli is the site of gaseous exchange. Okay, so how gaseous exchange occur? By the process of diffusion. So this was all about inhalation. Okay, now comes to our next topic, next step, not topic. That step is the exhalation. Okay, so let's come to the exhalation. So what happened during the exhalation? Exhalation is simply the expelling of carbon dioxide. Okay, the carbon dioxide, rich foul air from the lungs. Okay, as what happened in this case, you further see the diagram of the exhalation. So what happened in the exhalation? It is just opposite to inhalation. Here the ribs were moving upward, but during the exhalation, ribs moves downward and diaphragm moves upward. So size of the thoracic cavity decreases, and which increases the pressure than the atmospheric pressure. So what will happen? So foul air, it will, so to equalize the pressure, foul air comes out. Okay, so how it comes out? Again with the help of respiratory tract. So this process of expelling of carbon dioxide rich foul air is called exhalation. Okay, so these are the two steps of breathing. So one breathe is equals to one inhalation plus one exhalation. Okay, so once again recap. In this class we have studied about the definition of breathing, and further we have discussed the two steps of breathing, that is inhalation and exhalation.